Let's engage the activity in which we gain knowledge, skills, and healthy body. Let's practice Arnis.
Hi everyone, this is Bachelor of Information Technology, major in Electrical 2 evening students from CTU San Fernando Extension Campus. The content is all about preserving and encouraging youth to be part of our needs. 10 reasons why we need to practice our needs. First is the national sport and martial art of the Philippines. Many of us believe that sipa, which is a game similar to volleyball, only that it uses the feet instead of the hands, is the national sport of the Philippines. However, Arnis was recently declared as the national sport on the 11th of December 2009 through the Republic Act number 9850, authored by South Cotabato Representative Arthur Pingoy Jr. It's also a consolidation to Senate Bill number 1424, authored by Majority Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri, who himself has trained in Arnis. The second reason, it's a practical way of defending ourselves. Unlike a gun, you will need to get a permit to carry around. The techniques and movements of Arnis are really important in defending ourselves. The third reason, disarm. You can apply all of what you've learned in Arnis when disarming someone. Most crimes here in the Philippines involve some kinds of weapons like guns or knives. With Arnis, you are taught that you can defang the snake by concentrating on the person's forearm and hand, as well as strikes to vulnerable areas such as eyes, nose, throat, groin, and solar plexus. You disarm them of their weapons and you also leave damage. Fourth reason, social interaction. Practicing Arnis, you get to meet a lot of new people and being socialized. Most eskrima schools not only teach the art itself, but also pass on the value of respect and family through their students. An Arnis class is a great way to get social and talk to people. Fifth reason, think fast. Arnis is not just about drills and making sure you hit your partner's baton. During sparring or in any real-life situations where you will need to defend yourselves, the techniques also needs wits. It's not just raw force and technical aspects which require creativity. You have to think fast and be creative when attacking and blocking, which really boils down to how imaginative you can be when combining the movements.
Arnis is good in exercise. Want a good workout? Arnis is a great cardio and reflexes exercise. It may not involve you lifting heavy things, but the exercises and drills can get your heart pumping. It's like an aerobics class. You get to move your whole body while getting a great upper body workout. So you get to develop your forearm and hand muscles so you'll get toned arms and shoulders. But make sure that you're wearing a protective gear since hardcore drills like hitting the wheels or bag can cause blisters and callos the hands. Discipline and self-control. A major lesson you'll learn in Arnis and any other martial art is discipline and self-control. You learn to discipline yourself in actually showing up to class and participating to learn and perfect the drills and movements so you can execute them seamlessly. And you also get to learn your self-control in using what you've learned. Remember, it's self-defense, not I know Arnis so I'm going to beat you up to off. Martial arts was never meant to be abused, so don't use it as used to hurt people. Psychological effects. Exercise is correlated to good psychological well-being. Studies have shown that getting a certain amount of exercise within a week can boost endorphins, which is the neurotransmitter associated with feeling good and happy. It's also connected to lower stress levels, which is great of anyone's well-being. Learning martial arts can give you a confidence boost. It gives you the assurance that you'll be okay and you'll be able to handle a possible life-threatening situation and save your life and even someone else's. It's heritage. Keep the heritage alive by studying it. With Arnis, different schools have different methods. Grandmasters often have their own specialties, and their students build up and continue to practice while adding their own styles. Since everyone moves differently, Arnis is very changing yet follows the same core principles. Think of it as a story that passed on from generation to generation.
So, good day everyone. Today's topic or discussion will be how to preserve Arnis. But first, let's define Arnis. So, Arnis is the national martial art sports of the Philippines. It is also called or known as Eskrima and Kali. The sport actually emphasizes weapon-based fighting, which is done using knives, bladed weapons, sticks, and various improvised weapons. It also includes hand-to-hand combat, grappling, and weapon disarming methods. So there are numerous ways to preserve Arnis. And even a simple student like me or like us can do it. One of the best ways, in my opinion, is to continue participating in and promoting our sport Arnis through a number of methods, including commercial endorsements, program developments, and other fun events, initiatives, or programs that create interest in people, especially or particularly with the youth. Before I tried to learn more about Arnis, a worldwide shutdown has been triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic. The effects on activities and sports especially in Arnis, are quite negative. Arnis clubs, exercise facilities, and Arnis events have all suffered as a result of the cancellation, closure, or postponement of these events. Closed college schools in the Philippines require changes to the physical education method of teaching Arnis from face-to-face to online. However, it is now easier to find and identify the ways to participate for, engage in, and keep in touch with Arnis thanks to technology and the capacity or capability to connect via social media and internet platforms. Online Arnis learning is certainly or obviously more challenging than face-to-face instruction, but still it is possible. Video films and solo trainings approaches are other things that we can do online. So as a student with less opportunities and limited capabilities to preserve Arnis, the best thing I can do to contribute in the preservation of our national martial arts sport is to put everything I have learned into practice while also making an effort to learn as much as I can and become completely educated. So when we say educated, it doesn't just mean that we concentrate on the practice of Arnis, but also on its history. We can learn about this history by looking into the culture and background of Arnis, and then we pass on our knowledge to those who need and deserves what we learned. Thank you.
So, how to encourage our youth to practice Arnis? Nowadays, we all know that youth is already devoted themselves to the modern technology, and some of these people already forget about our national sport on how to play it. So I want to encourage you all to play this and master it. because Arnis is very important to us, especially when we are in danger. We can use it as a self-defense.
So we all know that youth is already devoted themselves to the modern technology, and some of them already forgot about our national sport and how to play it. So I want to encourage all the youth to play Arnis and master it, because Arnis is very important to us, especially when we are in danger. We can use Arnis as self-defense.